Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, he already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M19 Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Being chased out left. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now here come the Ravens. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath. After the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. And you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 63 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here you go. Hey, switch.
Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Coming now. Switch.
A first down throw for Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. The pitch to Fournette. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 14 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They start on the ground with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 47.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Second down, Prescott. Now he's flushed out left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Give him 30 yards there.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Prescott to throw it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Watch it now, Barney!
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to wind up, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Prescott now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Here you go.
Prescott now buying time to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Detroit! Watching that, Barney!
Back to throw here. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Ravens. 49 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Detroit!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Perry. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And across midfield, he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Good.
Prescott now on second down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
We're going to 54. Right here. It's coming now. We got 46. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
We got three, fellas. We got three. We're going 47. 47. Here you go. 26.
On third down, Elliott. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's Michael Pilardi now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
He'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. First down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another